can get a little bit dicey for the side of the Mute Geniuses. But I'm excited. The Geologists. I've played with all these people. We played them 3 games in the championship last split, and we won. But this is not the same team. I don't know if we've talked about it, but all but one person on the side of the Geologists has made a role swap since last season. So that's kind of something that's kind of surprising to me, but it kind of opens up some other things for them. And I know ODIIN is a very practiced jungler player. Chloe, we know, can pop off on a lot of different things, but looks like we're getting into pick and ban here. So, what's the move, you think? What would you ban if you were on either side here? And I'll give my opinion for the other side.
Well, yep, that's my first ban on.
Yeah.
On
take away Novokaine's Elise.
Yeah.
That's deadly.
Nova's Elise is just out of this world. And that's my second pick. Like, Sion with Chloe is just a no-no. She can really do things with Sion that just blows my mind. Like,
the tower damage that comes out of that champion is unreal. You take a fight at Dragon, and that Sion's level 11, all of a sudden, you're down to inhibitor. And it's just like, what happened? So, Chloe getting 2 bans thrown at her from the side of Mute Geniuses. Let's go. I know Chloe plays Jax. I'm wondering if we're gonna get a Jax game today.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that Chloe played the mirror. I play the mirror in the jungle a little bit here and there. I play at top lane, but I didn't know that Chloe was a big mirror fan.
I've seen it. If we go back, there's the Jax ban. We almost got it, Stretch. We were one away. I could feel it. I could feel it in the air. Let's see what High Geologists decide to kick it off with. They forgot about the Akali. Oh no, Morgan's famous Akali coming out. We all love it. We all love a ninja,
Yeah, but my ninja's Zed,
Yeah, I guess that's true. There are plenty of ninjas in the game to go around. I wonder if we see Shin come out in the top lane and just double ninja solo lanes. Got the Cassante coming out. That's a power pick. What are your opinions on Cassante? Have you had the chance to really dive into that champion at all?
I mean, from what I've seen so far, it seems like his ult's really niche. Like, it's kind of hard to manipulate into the way that you really want it to be, to like take that person to the complete opposite side of the map and try to that Mordekaiser style ult. Just it's an added difficulty to get that execute.
Right.
I haven't seen it but once so far.
Okay. It's a very polarizing pick. And I'd like to keep talking about Cassante, but we have big things happening here. So Pantheon coming through, Novokaine, that's like one of his favorite champions. It's one of my favorite champions. I love the champion design. I love the rework. I think it's amazing. And then we had Nocturne coming out to match on the other side. So if Nocturne goes in on somebody, you can expect the Pantheon to answer with his ult. If Pantheon goes in, Nocturne's coming in on that thing. And that's also one of ODIIN's signature picks. So I'm really excited to see what happens here. And then we got the Caitlyn coming through for Spliff. I have not seen Spliff on the Caitlyn yet, but I'm confident that champion with the ADC changes has been very consistent in the meta. So I'm excited to see what comes out there. And then we have Morgana taken away on the side of the Mute Geniuses. This is a favorite of IcyBlazer and StrawberryWitch, and that is not Caitlyn Morgana is not a combo you want to go into. So they're going to go ahead and take that pick away from the side of High Geologists, and we'll see what we get here in the second round. I do know that King etc. is a big fan of the MF. He played it in our game against them.
We get the 1,000 years champ.
Oh no, Mr. Years himself coming out. Game 2 Stretch. We're about to cast a banger, man. This is gonna be awesome. I cannot wait. I love this champion. I love Aphelios. You'd be crazy not to like him. I mean, unless you're just a hater. Mr.
Like
Sad Boy himself. Yeah, he's good in ARAM. Very fun in ARAM. Got the Shin coming out. So this is what it's crazy. So we have the Shin coming out for the side of the Geologists, and the Mute Geniuses actually tried to do this combo last week. So they ran the Nocturne mid and they ran the Shin in the jungle. Here we're going to see the Shin go top lane and the Nocturne is going to go into the jungle, and that's a nasty combo for anybody that's on the other side. And I'm thinking this Aphelios might be prime target for some Shin Nocturne combo ults. And then you've got the Akali on top of it. Man, I do not want to be the Aphelios in this game.
Yeah, no, it's definitely he's got a red X on his back. I like seeing the Morgana out IcyBlazer. It counters the Lux pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
You both have really strong lockdown. Lux is a little bit more of a skill pick if you ask me, because you got to hit the ult. But
You have to.
Morgana's ticking damage with her area effect ability. I don't play the champion.
Yeah.
But,
so this bot lane 2v2, if you don't mind me going off on my bot lane expertise for a couple of minutes while we've got some time. So in pro play right now, the ideal combination for if you're gonna play Caitlyn is with the Lux. Now, whenever you get into these like lower skill sets, hey, I see you guys talking trash in the chat. I know I can't play Caitlyn into Ziggs, and we've explored this meme so many times. That goes back to my old Clash days. But so Caitlyn Lux, very, very strong lane, lots of poke. I wonder if this Aphelios is going to run with fleet footwork, kind of lets him have a little bit more survivability in this lane. And obviously the Morgana spell shield is going to be helping him out quite a bit.
Yeah, Perez definitely brings up a good point that there's not a lot of magic damage to break Black Shield on Geologists.
That's true. That is true. The Geologist. So yeah, let's bring that up. Whose draft do you like more? Because we're seeing a lot of team fight potential, and depending on how things kind of play out, we might see something that it might go either way. It's a lot of volatility going on here. So whose draft do you prefer?
No hate to the Geologists. It's a strong draft. I like that draft a lot. But under the right circumstances, I think I like Mute Geniuses a little bit better. You got the global with the Pantheon that deals a metric boatload of damage.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the Aphelios that can just shred through people. Morgana with the Black Shield, especially considering that there's not a lot of magic damage to break that Black Shield. It becomes even more effective. Rumble out of the top lane, another strong pick. The real outlier for me with that draft is the Cassante, just because I'm not impressed with the champion. So
when it's played to its potential, that thing is a monster. I will go ahead and say it is the monsters that Cassante strives to go out and slay. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this mid lane matchup. Akali is gonna have to be careful not to get hit by that nasty knockback. But if she plays it right, it could go in her favor, especially with the Shin and the Nocturne support. Not support the role, but support as in the utility that they provide. So it's going to be very interesting. I haven't seen the Cassante come out in the mid lane, but as an answer to Akali, I love it. Chef's kiss on that one.
Hey, taking chances.
I'm liking the drafts from both sides. I think in terms of execution, they're both pretty high skill to pull off to their potential. So it's going to be interesting to see who's got more reps and who has the hands to be able to pull this one out for their side. But very excited. Spectator delay is done. So remind me how this works. So whenever we get into lobby or into the game, we just kind of sync up whatever times both of us are seeing.
So we got to kind of look at the stream a little bit to try and get it dialed in. It's tough, it's hard, but the OSG fam has always been on our side with that to try and help us make sure that we're synced up good enough to where what we're talking about relevant they're seeing.
Yeah, that's awesome. We just need chat. So chat, let me know. Let me know what you guys are feeling. So if it's on point or if it's not. Go ahead and also drop in the chat who you think is going to win this game, because I don't think we did a prediction for this game, did we?
We did do a prediction. Nova kicked that off.
I didn't see the results. I'm trolling. My bad. It looks like I'm into the game, but I'm still showing 0. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna have to be a little bit behind on the stream. I'm guessing probably about 5 seconds if you put it to 5 seconds. Nova, you might have to do the little bump on the bar for the time. Get her to start going.
Right on. Okay.
Nova, can you fast forward that all the way up? All right, there we go. So if we fast forward all the way up, we should be pretty close.
All right. Let's see here. What's my timer? I'm showing 104, 105.
We're a little bit ahead. Let's go to 1
Okay.
minute.
1 minute. Okay. 104, 105, 106. Am I still ahead of you?
I'm waiting for this junk buff.
That looks like I'm a bit behind the stream. We're going to get this worked out, man. We're going to get this figured out. I'm trying to look. It's very small on my screen. Let me fix that.
Alright, there we go. You should be about 130 right now.
Okay. I'm on it. Got pretty standard start. Both junglers starting bot lane.
I like the opposing jungler strat. You get the little skirmish up top in the river for the scuttle. You know, you get to make that play top mid.
Yes, sir. You know, if you could choose as a former jungle main, I don't know if it's right to call you former or current, but as a jungle player in your day, did you like starting on the red side or the blue side more? Do you like having, which buff do you prefer to have early game?
So pre-jungle jungle changes, I was typically a red start, and I would typically, because I played predominantly Udyr, Yi, Lee Sin, I would do a 3 camp and then go invade the jungler. First,
oh, Ignite coming through. Wow. That's that Kate Lux early game I was talking about. That is unfortunate for the side of the geniuses. Oh, mid lane trade coming through.
We got the invade up top.
Yeah, and Aphelios drops as well. Novokaine gonna steal away the blue, it looks like, and have to flash out. Oh,
that was unfortunate.
Tough start for the geniuses. Here,
gotta get out here.
Casante's in trouble. We've got Dave up top, Fuorilegge taking the L in that 1v1, but that's okay. Shin just does a surprising amount of damage. Every time you see Shin auto somebody after getting that Q, that's
it's a hefty chunk.
Yes, sir. That percent max health damage, that's for sure. Gonna TP back to lane though and catch this fat wave that he's got coming in. And Caitlyn already got the tier 2 boots going. As an ADC main, I always try to get as much AD in the early game as possible, but Spliff gonna go ahead and opt for the Berserker's Greaves and say, I'm just gonna auto you down. More Caitlyn passive headshots is gonna be...
Good vision by Morgan in mid to see that Pantheon gank coming.
You always love to see that awareness out of the mid laner. Luckily for me, my support, I'm a boss. always has my back and points out when we might be getting something spicy going. So all I have to do is focus on CS. But mid laners, they got to do it all, man. They got to watch out for both sides. They don't have anybody talking to them unless, you know, their jungler's really good. Yeah, that's nice. Nice awareness on the side of Morgan. So we got dragons spawning. Got dragons spawning in here. Nobody's gonna go for it just yet, but I think bot might be trying to push out. Nocturne is on that side of the map, so maybe trying to look for this Drake, but Pantheon gonna get bot first. There is a ward there.
Yep.
Gonna get spotted out.
Yep, they're gonna see it coming.
Nothing happening. Nothing happening. See, that's the thing about Kate Lux. That range is
It keeps it safe.
Yep, that is 2 of the longest range bot lane combinations. Probably the longest range bot lane combination you can get. I don't know the specifics. Toxic might tell me that Seraphine's E counts as being longer than Lux Q, but I'm not quite sure on that. But it's interesting early game.
Damn,
Chloe.
coming out of Chloe and that Shen, man.
Chloe is just having her way in this top lane, and Dave is trying to fight for his life. Now, when that ulti comes through for the Rumble, I'm wondering if that could be a nice change. Look, Pantheon's coming in. Cassante seems to be roaming. Cassante does have that level 6. Oh, and Dave's just gonna die before.
Dave gets out.
The auto attack cancel from the Shin, and now Chloe seems to be.
Oh, the flash!
She's in trouble. Flash coming through. Ultimate Cassante. Okay. The geniuses are on the board, ladies and gentlemen. What a roam from the Cassante. Now, is this a free dragon at this point? No, I don't think so. Looks like Akali's going to go ahead and take a base. The Geologists are going to lick their wounds a little bit from that roam, and they're going to look to regroup
look at
here.
the damage coming out of the Pantheon already. But he's got
no flash. No flash on the Pantheon. Misses the taunt. Is it enough? No, but Cassante's there. Got bot lane dying. Pack is dead. Caitlyn's dead. I'm telling you guys, this is too much for me to cast. I'm new to this, and but wow, what a development of events. So Aphelios gets the kill on the Caitlyn, but the geniuses do lose 2 on that failed jungle invade. But it was a good attempt on the side of Novokaine and Pack Attack to try to get that Nocturne a little bit.
And it comes down to the Shen ult, like timing the Shen ult. You know, it's like Morgan made the point in the last game. It's hard to keep track of that and knowing what you can do while that's down.
Yeah, and I will say that cooldown is a much lower cooldown than you'd like for it to be. But yes, you are 100% right. Dave gonna go ahead and throw out that ultimate, clear the wave, try to get himself out of danger, and just play as safe as he can on this top side and look to really make an impact in these mid to late game fights, I think.
And we have a pause.
A pause.
Looks like Icy's internet has gone down.
Yeah, that's what they seem to be saying in the chat. That is sad. Unfortunate. Unfortunate, but it does happen. You know, we're not in the LCS studio. We're not all on synced up PCs. This isn't LAN, so we just got to make do with what we have. So, what are your takeaways from this early game so far, Stretch?
I mean, I definitely think both teams are making huge plays. They're trying to be aggressive. They're trying to get that lead and snowball that lead. I think that High Geologists have done a little bit better job of that, especially in the early game. I think there were a lot of mistakes made by Meat Geniuses early, but I think that they're getting it under control. They're not letting it get out of control. They're not letting it tilt them. They're reassessing their plan, and they're trying to play a little bit more intelligently, a little bit more targeted, as opposed to what they're trying to do with picks and objective. So,
gotcha. Yeah, no, I think that's a pretty solid assessment. Now we do we do have some things that are on the side of the geniuses in terms of like the later game scaling as the game progresses on. And with this team comp that they have, one Morgana Q and a Rumble ult layered on top of that, that target's dead. I hate to say it, but the only one that could maybe survive that is probably Shin. And yeah, it's not looking great for the Geologists if that kind of situation happens. And then you've got the Pantheon. We saw Novokaine. That Pantheon damage is not messing around, so it'll be interesting to see what transpires here as the game goes on. But
I mean, interestingly enough, just looking at the scoreboard here while we're on break, Pac has the most CS in the game right now and a kill.
Yes, sir.
He got the roam. Should have backed out there in the jungle when they got the double kill. When the Geologist got the double kill in the jungle, but still maintaining a 26 CS lead in mid.
Yep. He does, and he has that nice advantage. Akali though does have a kill to kind of keep the gold a little bit more even. But yes, the resistances coming out from this that are going to come out from this Cassante are going to make a huge difference for the side of Mute Geniuses, and we'll see exactly how they end up playing this mid to late game. So nobody's taken a dragon yet. That Mountain Drake is still alive. I would like to see something like a Hextech Soul or something like that, like an Infernal Soul come out. Because if the Mute Geniuses can play it correctly and kind of pull this game out, that would be a really nice soul to have on the side of the Aphelios and the Pantheon and kind of these the Rumble, these burstier kinds of picks. So.
No, absolutely. Going to bot lane, we've got a 2 kills, 1 death to 1 kill, 1 death with the Geologists ahead, with MrSpliff having a 20 CS lead. Their opponent right now. But as you said, Spliff built boots first.
He did.
Aphelios got his noon quiver.
Yes, sir. So yeah, actually, I'm wondering. So they're both level 5. I would say, in terms of AD, Aphelios is probably still winning this. Now, you could argue, if they're just sitting there attacking each other and autoing it out, can't speak. Caitlyn probably wins because of her passive and because of her getting extra attacks. But Aphelios has different guns. So one thing Caitlyn is stuck with is her gun that she has, and Aphelios can use his guns a little bit differently. And if that Infernum ultimate, the blue gun, if the Infernum ultimate comes out and hits more than one target, with the extra AD that this Aphelios has after he gets level 6, that could spell bad news for the side of the Geologist. But we'll see. That Nocturne has yet to use his ultimate. Novokaine is working on level 6. You can see him on the pause screen working on that blue buff. So I feel like he's probably pretty close to that. So it'll be nice to see. I'm hoping in comms, whenever Nocturne ults, they can call out wherever that ulti is going, and Novokaine will just ult right on top of it, assuming that Nocturne ults first. If that happens, I'm excited to see the fight that goes down. You can see a little bit. I'm just trying to look at things on the screen to talk about. This Akali does have the flash advantage in this 1v1 that is about to transpire whenever we jump back into the game, which will be funny because when we unpause, they just have to really quickly remember, like, okay, this is where I'm at. These are my cooldowns. So it'll be interesting to see. But Akali does have that flash ignite available, whereas Pack Attack did burn those sums in the jungle invade. So I'm wondering if Akali can go ahead and pull this one out, but we'll see. Pack Attack is coming through with a lot of resistances on there. For the side of the Geniuses, the gold is a lot of that gold that they have right now is on that Shin. And that's probably not who you'd ideally want the gold to be on. So You know, you want to see Caitlyn and Lux and Akali get those kills, but Shin coming out with 3 kills. I mean, that's a nasty pick, and it's gonna do damage the whole time. I just saw that Icy reconnected, so hopefully we'll get back into the game into the next few seconds, and I can quit rambling on about nonsense. But you know, we're trying our best out here, team. Promise. But yeah.
Way to put you on the spot for your first shoutcast there, buddy.
You know, life throws curveballs at you sometimes. You just got to try your best to swing at them. So that's what we're doing.
If it was a curveball or if it was a knuckleball by Nova, just to give you a hard time.
I mean, you know, if it were anybody that was gonna do that, I'd say it's gonna be Nova. So that's funny.
We should be back to action here shortly. You know, while we're on break, I just want to thank everybody that's here. You know, appreciate you coming out, showing support for Other Side Gaming. You guys are the reason why we do this, so we appreciate you guys coming out and you know, showing your love. So just want to make that known. Looks like they're asking if they're ready. Should be taking off here shortly.
Sorry, stepped away for a second, but yes, we appreciate everybody for coming in and joining us on this fine Monday evening and sticking with us through this pause. Yeah, super excited to see how this all transpires and plays out. And oh, it looks like we're back in the game.
Going to mid to look at this fight.
I'm frozen.
Yeah, I'm frozen. I'm not sure really what's going on here.
Are we getting a spectator delay again?
Not typically.
Oh, oh.
There we go.
Nocturnal coming through.
Cassante walks it out. Oh, but that was an unfortunate cue.
I think we need
Cassante
to pause for a couple seconds.
Nocturne dies. He stayed in a little too long. Took too many tower shots.
That's that greed factor there, Stretch, you know.
Yep.
That's one thing that you can't really compute. Whenever your brain just says, "Oh my gosh, go in." You just gotta do it, and then sometimes you pay with your life for it. So that's a nice kill to come through for the geniuses. I'm excited to see what's going on. I just want to make sure that we're still synced. I just hit 9 minutes. Are you a little bit ahead of that?
Let me just double check. I'm just a little bit behind that.
Okay. Awesome.
I think I am a little bit ahead of the stream, though.
Stream is at 120. Okay.
Yeah, I am a little bit ahead of the stream. Got a Kali mid right now. I think I'm a little bit behind stream now, so that'll be fine.
What's your timer at?
I at like 9:26. Like on there. Let me see.
Okay.
So it's at 9:50, right?
Okay. I'm gonna pause for just a couple of seconds. And now we're back in. It looks like Novokaine's gonna start up this Rift Herald here. And ODIIN is looking. ODIIN does not quite have ultimate, but it's almost up, and he is looking bot lane, and they're looking nice. They're gonna go ahead and go. Aphelios just eats that Lux ultimate. Flash in from ODIIN. Aphelios ulti comes out. Lots of chakrams, but not quite enough.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
So they trade a kill, but geniuses. Oh, they trade 2 kills. Never mind. ODIIN's just gonna come in and clean that thing right up. But they do trade the Rift Herald, so it looks like they're gonna look mid with this right now, just not losing any tempo. They're gonna drop it mid. I'd like to see them just run to Dragon here. Take these plates. You're not really gonna be able to push too hard for it. Now peel off and do dragon. Let's get some vision set up. Just gonna keep cranking on that tower. Rumble ultimate gonna kind of miss. Akali.
Rumble needs to get out of there.
Yeah, he took some damage from that tower.
In a mild amount of pain. Interestingly enough, we didn't see the TP from Chloe up top.
Yeah, she's just gonna go ahead and crank on that tower, get some more gold for herself on that Shin, and everybody's gonna walk away clean. So I guess you trade both your bot laners for 2 tower plates in the end. My team would probably say that's worth. So not really. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's not looking great. Chloe is up 58 CS on Rumble right now. Or I should say against the Rumble right now. Spell Shield gonna protect Morgana, but that the ulti combo is gonna come through, and they are just out of position here.
Yeah, they overcommitted bot.
I know how that feels. I've been there. But sometimes when their wave is bad, you just gotta reel yourself in and say, wait for your jungler and kind of give it, especially against Caitlyn Lux. The damage potential and catch potential out of that lane is just a lot. Especially when you're down both your flashes and they haven't used theirs. So Akali gonna get the kill on the Nova there, and High Geologist is gonna say, "All right, let's take a dragon for it."
Yeah, I think Mute Geniuses just need to slow it down a little bit. They were doing good when they were just slow rolling a little bit, kind of calculating their moves.
That's right.
Just overextension, really. Overcommittal.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. You know, and this is a late game oriented team comp that the Geniuses have for themselves. So it's been interesting to see them kind of opt to fight as much as they have. And there's damage. That's a turret shot. Novo. Pantheon, you know, when his target is under a certain amount of HP, his Q does crit, but it doesn't look like he's gonna have the damage for it. Did Chloe just juke him out, or did he realize that? I think those are nasty, nasty jukes out of Chloe, but here comes Pack Attack on the Cassante, and I don't think Shin's long for this world, my friend. Lived a lot longer than
yeah, like that is unreal. And that's a shutdown going to Novo with the Pantheon. That's some gold.
It's true. Aphelios gonna give his life. That's a tough one. Yeah, this Kate Lux lane is not one to mess around with. That's for sure. You can't even.
They caught Blazer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Novo's gonna come in. He's gonna kill the Lux here.
Oh my lord!
That's a good bit of damage. Now.
Oh my god.
Ooh. That looked so good for a second, but Shin ult, Nocturne ult just turns it around for the Geologists, and it's gonna be a 1-4-3 trade in the end. Pack Attack doing some work.
Cute. There goes Pack on the Caitlyn.
Okay, now that makes it a 4-for-2 trade, but a big shutdown going onto that Cassante. I'd like to see him pick up some damage-oriented items, because as it goes right now, he and Aphelios are the only two on the side of the Geniuses that have a single completed item. So,
yeah, Pack got his Jack shows.
Pack does have the Jack show. That item is awesome. It's great. Yeah, it's so good. It's kind of gross. Like, as an ADC main.
Elaborate on the Jack show.
As an ADC main, yeah. So Jack show, it's basically, so it's, you know how Grasp, whenever you're in combat with Grasp of the Undying, the more autos that you do, it gives you, you kind of reave some health from the enemy over time. Jack Show, the longer you stay in combat, the more resistances it gives you. So it gives you armor and MR, it gives you flat armor and MR, and then throughout these team fights, it will give you more stacking armor and MR. And I don't know what the precise number is that you can get up to, but it is an insane amount of stats. And as a first item, it gets pretty strong whenever people only have like one item, 2 items, and he's going to get a lot of stats in these fights and live for a long time just because he's Cassante, and he's got a shield, he's got mobility, and
yeah, that was unfortunate.
That's just a lot of range. I guess
That's like
Jack Shows isn't that good. Jack Shows isn't that good. It's not gonna take a 7-2-5 Caitlyn, a 3-0 Akali, and a Lux with ultimate. So that's unfortunate for Pack Attack. But he's gonna pick up some more armor, and we'll see what happens towards the later stages of this game. But
looking to be a beefy boy.
He is. He's going to be. And, if this Aphelios can kind of keep farming in that bottom lane, not really push it out, just last hit these minions, it's hard to do with Blue Gun. But kind of last hit these, keep these where they need to be, and just farm a few more waves, get some levels, and get to cranking on either a Bloodthirster I'd like to see, or an IE second. It's part of the ADC changes that just came out. You can now go IE second item, so I'd like to see a Bloodthirster just because it provides a lot more survivability for that Aphelios. And if he can get these items completed, him and Pack Attack will take the damage and deal the damage if he decides to use that ultimate, and Aphelios will start cranking out the damage quite a bit.
Man, Nova just got caught.
Novo just gets full comboed 100-0. And nothing is safe for the geniuses. We're Other Side Gaming Discord is a safe space, but not in this game, Stretch. That is for sure. You're never safe when Caitlyn and Lux are around. And there's also two ninjas on that side of the Geologist, so you just never know what's coming after you. Second drag going over. What's the soul? What is the soul this game? Looks like we're gonna get an Ocean Soul coming through, so not as fun, but very good. Probably the best overall Dragon Soul.
Yoden diving on Dave.
And Novo trying his best, but these HP bars are just too thick on the side of the Geologist. So they're going to pick up this Herald and probably take that thing mid after a quick recall. That's what they're pinging.
It Shen's 7, 2, and 3.
2 completed items.
Steel and Sunfire.
That Heartsteel is stacking up. This is not the game that I expected to transpire, but I'm glad to see the Geologists really putting their foot down and saying, "Hey, we're 0-1, but don't count us out yet." They're a strong team. They had a really strong showing last year in the regular season, so starting out 0-1 was not where they wanted to be, and they're coming in and putting their foot down on the table and saying, "Hey, we're not to be messed with here." So some more items coming through. So we have the Eclipse coming out from the Nocturne and from the Pantheon on the other side. Akali's picked up that Proto Belt, and that Caitlyn, like I was saying, second item IE, so the damage is there. She's she's got those tier 2 boots, but she's got some damage to back those boots up now. So let's see what ends up happening here. Flash ulti from the Morgana, and that Shin is gonna be going down eventually, one of these days.
And that will take forever.
Big shutdown going on to the Pantheon.
600 gold. Small victories, small victories.
That is right. One pick at a time. Dave's gonna get bullied on his top tower a little bit here. Gonna throw down the ultimate, but
Oh my lord. That is some damage coming out of StrawberryWitch.
BURST burst stretch. That's the name of the game for this bot lane. And Novokaine gonna flash, get insta slowed by the Lux E. Nice protection there from Spliff support StrawberryWitch. She's just making sure that her ADC stays safe. Shouts out to I'm a boss, cause that's what he does for me. Fight going in. Gale Force used from that Caitlyn pack, trying his best to survive. Those tower shots aren't quite going to get the job done, and the Geologists pick up another pick. Another 2 picks, I should say.
Yeah, we're at a 12k gold lead. Gold's starting to pile up.
Benephilios is farming that sideline pretty well. Now, he might get dove by Shin here. There's nothing stopping Chloe from just saying, you know what, I think I've had enough of you being here, and I'm just going to dive you under tower, but the Morgana's going to come support her while the rest of the Geologists decide to do the Baron. Shin does have that ulti available in case the Geniuses try to contest, but I think Shin might just be what they're going after here. So while they keep cranking on that Baron, I'm looking towards the bot side to see if anything happens. Looks like Chloe's going to play it safe, play around her vision, and take a recall. So nothing transpiring there, but Dragon is coming up in... I don't know how to look at the Dragon timer, but it's coming up in under a minute for sure. And we'll see if the Geniuses decide to give this one. It is not Soul, so I could see them just going ahead and letting the Geologist take this one. But that next one, we're gonna get a fight over it. So we might actually get to see, kind of the potential of both of these team comps come out for that next Dragon after this one, because what the Geniuses have drafted here truly is a nasty teamfight composition, but we just haven't seen them. We've seen skirmishes around the map, but we haven't seen all 5 of them grouped up for anything yet. So I'm excited to see if maybe they can pull something off here in the later stages. But Pack Attack gonna look for Chloe, but I'm not sure that's a fight that Pack wants. Okay, he's gonna do the smart thing and just back off. Sante, with all those resistances, still is going to get his health chunked out by those Shin autos. So probably a good call there. Try to take those minions. Get some XP.
Got Odin just laying in waiting to make a pick.
That ultimate is primed and ready.
Gets caught by the Pantheon.
Can somebody in chat tell me what exactly Nocturne is? Or can you tell me, Stretch? I have no idea.
He's an assassin.
Okay.
Well, he's kind of like, he could be built assassin or bruiser.
No, I'm saying like not like necessarily like in the game, but like his lore. Is he like a ghost? Because he doesn't have legs.
I think he's the. I think his lore page says the Spectre, maybe.
Okay.
Trash bag with butter knives on his arms.
A half-slinging slasher, that's what he is. Okay, right on. I'm glad somebody out there knows the lore. Oh, so he's a nightmare, I see. I see. Yeah, no, he is. I play ADC. I know he's a nightmare. A demonic amalgamation drawn from the nightmares that haunt every sentient mind, the thing known as Nocturne has become a primordial force of pure evil. That's about what a trash bag with butter knives on his arms sounds like.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty fair.
I still think the Halloween skin is the best skin for him, though. Yeah.
Definitely. Now, I just got kicked out of game.
No, you didn't. Just click the pop back in.
Click the play again, but what?
No, just down at the bottom. You should see that you still have league things open.
Okay. Oh, I see. I'm with you now. Okay. Novokaine gonna go ahead and get rooted up by Lux. Ulti's coming out. Nothing doing. Pack attack there to soak up that damage. So.
Novo, if you can hear us on the stream, the stream is black screened.
The raw damage coming out from this Caitlyn is truly a sight to behold. She is just, yeah. I would hate to be a criminal in Piltover. That's for sure. 'Cause that rifle is nasty.
The amount of just damage that Shen can take.
Yeah, he's got his third item completed and 389 Heartsteel stacks. Make it a hot tub stream while we wait for game footage. Stretch, you down? I'm out. Okay, all right. I guess it's just me then. The stream is back up and live. Caitlyn getting the kill onto that Aphelios, that poor Mr. Years. Did not have...
Hey, we practice really hard at acting like our cams are frozen. We're really not frozen, we're just acting like they're frozen.
Oh, that is a flattering picture of me just frozen on screen. Yeah, I wish that would fix itself, but we'll be okay, I guess.
Well, we got looks like the game is in the books.
Yep. My Geologist coming in, taking no prisoners except for the Genius's Nexus, and that's gonna be it for us, ladies and gentlemen. What a game! What a game from the Geologists. They really came out and showed us that they're here to play and they're here to stay. So. Really looking forward to seeing what they have cooked up for us next week. So I believe the games next week are Twinkies Angels versus Orange Duck Gaming, which I know everybody's very excited for. I am for sure. And then we've got Let's Get Orny versus the Geologists, and the Geniuses are going to have the week off. So it's going to be a great time. Be sure to tune in to the stream next week starting at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. And we'll be here.
Yeah. Hey.
Stretch, it's been a pleasure, man.
Kale, hey, you're always welcome here, man.
I love it.
It's been a good time.
I love it. Even with the pause, it was a good time. So thanks for having me. I don't know if Novokaine has any words that he wants to leave the stream with, or if we just wrap it up here. But
you guys can take us home.
All right.
Well, hey, I just want to say thank you all for coming out. As always, we love you. We appreciate you. If you haven't liked and subscribed, if you're a new somebody that tuned in for the first time this week, like, subscribe. We do this every Monday, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. We'll see you there next week.
Smash that follow button. We'll catch you next week. Have a good one, guys.
Later.
Bye.